What's up, everybody? This is Harry Bernard Taylor with the Straight Up Wrestling Show. I'm with my man Christopher Burton
People's Podcaster.
and with Michael King from King Enterprises
The Asian sensation.
and Brino Royce, Pony
The
Boy.
Rolls Royce of wrestling, yes sir.
All right. So we're on here. We're gonna do a show. We're gonna talk about first thing we're gonna talk about. We're gonna talk about APW. We're gonna talk about APW. I'm gonna go ahead and run down the matches from Thursday night, and I'm gonna run down the matches from Saturday night, and then we're gonna talk to Michael King and Brino Royce about what's going on in his career and how everything is moving. How everything is moving along in King Enterprises, and what does he see in the future, and what does he have planned for right now. So he has some things that he want to talk to you guys about. So we're gonna go ahead and first off, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start off talk about Thursday night. I wasn't there, Thursday night. I hope everybody had a lot of turkey. Hope everybody had some ham. Hope everybody had some mashed potatoes, some macaroni and cheese, whatever your preferred dish. I hope you enjoyed it because I definitely enjoyed it. Been eating a whole bunch of the stuff for the past few days because I've taken a couple breaks, but we know if you got a good sized family or if you have a few, whatever, you're gonna have leftovers. So let's go ahead and start off, man. Luca Daniels defeated Cooper Housley. We had the Moonshine Express, Big Nasty and John Boy with Bootleg Dave versus Johnny Wait a minute. Sorry, guys. Jay Eagle and Johnny Dangerously. That was a disqualification. Then we had Elijah Prophet defeated Rob Killjoy. I heard that was a very good match. Was you at this? One of you guys at the event Thursday? Chris, you was there, wasn't
That was the Friday event, I think. At his Pro Wrestling.
Yeah, that was Friday.
Yeah, I was about to say, that wasn't. Yeah, that wasn't.
I'm sorry.
His Pro Wrestling. That was Friday. The big bucks.
I'm sorry. Let's see. I'm sorry. What'd you say, man?
I said that's why we pay Chris the big bucks.
Yeah, all right.
Hey, not the. Hey.
Well, actually, I had that in my mind, man, because what's the name? Didn't Jay Eagle run on Thursday too?
Yeah,
he ran on Thanksgiving.
We had APW on Thursday, his Pro Wrestling on Friday, APW again on Saturday.
Oh wow, man, that's probably what had got me because I got his I don't have his Pro Wrestling written down here. I got Thursday up here, and then I got Saturday here, and that's probably why. But somebody ended up giving me.
So APW Thanksgiving night, we had the tag team tournament.
Yes, okay. Tag team tournament.
Yes. All right, and that is where our guy Dump Truck and our tag team partner-in-law Jet Morris took home the tag team titles. Was
all right.
Thanksgiving night.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Congratulations. Hey Missy Childers.
And I still want to know what's going on with Dump Truck because he still denies that he's.
We just told you what was going on with him.
Well,
y'all on two different pages. He's saying one thing, y'all saying something else. I don't know who to believe.
You know what?
Post
it. Let's get on with your show because we'll go into those details. After we get through the review here.
All right. Well, okay. This happened. This was a Friday night. His wrestling show. So disregard everything I said about APW. That stuff happened on Thursday night. So this is Friday. We're talking about Friday show right now. So I was talking about the Elijah Proctor. He defeated Rob Killjoy. That was a very good match from what I understand. Michael, was you at that show?
I was.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you to go ahead and comment on the match. Make a
comment.
I'm not gonna ask you to go ahead and talk. I'm not gonna ask you to talk about that match because you was there in a working capacity. So I'm gonna go ahead and bypass that. But I heard that was a very good match. So next match, man, we had Dirty Joe. He defeated Kay Holiday. Then we had Chris James, who's a new member of King Enterprises.
Yes.
Brian Bullock. They beat Squeaks and AJ Frost. Let's see.
By disqualification, mind you.
Yeah, Chris
All
and
right.
Brian.
So I need to go into detail on that one while I have you.
Talk about that because I was about to talk about it.
So we would have won that thing hands down, but Brian Bullet felt compelled to put hands on me. And when someone put hands on me, you get beat down till you can't get up again. And that is what led to the disqualification. And it was actually frustrating for Chris James because he knew that you don't do that. And when it happened, he recognized Bullet brought it on himself. And that's why he left Brian Bullet in the ring to take the beating that he earned.
Man.
Wow.
Oh, boy. Okay.
So that's how that one happened. I didn't want to leave a King Enterprise loss just hanging in there like it was some sort of clean win or something along those lines.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Michael, was Chris James already a member? Did Brian Bullock know that Chris James was already a member of King Enterprises? Or
Chris James did not become a member of King Enterprises until after that event.
That's what I was thinking. So, but okay. So Brian put his hands on you. Okay. So Chris decided that he's gonna. Oh, did your other guys jump?
Yeah, my guys jumped Brian Bullet as soon as he put hands on me. So Chris, throughout that match, was telling Bullet to ignore me and focus on the match. And Bullet just kept wanting to chirp at me, pay attention to me. And so finally he got hands on me. And, it frustrated Chris James, rightly so. I mean, they're wrestlers. They're trying to have a match. I'm trying to work with my guys, direct my guys.
Yeah.
I'm not a wrestler. So that's what happened there. Bullet couldn't just, stay focused on a victory.
Okay. All right. Well, doesn't sound good for Brian. All right. But Tim, how you doing, man? And who's this Chris saying, what's up, y'all? We gotta acknowledge our viewers.
That's Jamie Earnhardt.
Oh, how you doing, Jamie? All right. So we hear what happened there, man. So Brian got beat down, and so I don't know what in the world he's gonna do to try to get revenge on King Enterprises, but I think he should step away for a little while because he's outnumbered. So next man we had Lucky Ali defeat Jackson Sane. Okay. I don't know how that match went down. Like I say, I'm just giving you guys the results. Then we had Jet Mars defeated Joey Reimer, which was a very good match from what I understand. I heard it was a classy match for the HPW World Title.
For his championship.
His pro wrestling.
His pro wrestling championship.
Well, they told me it was. I asked them what they gave me synonyms. They said HPW. So Chris, you're not the commissioner of this thing or whatever. You're not. They say HPW. I know it's his pro wrestling championship.
Yeah, Eagle's the APW heavyweight champion. Jet Morris is
APW.
Yes, you did say APW.
Man, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm still on this APW thing, man.
Again, this is why we pay Chris the big bucks.
Whatever, man. Yeah, so Chris.
This is why HPT.
All right, man. All right, I'm still on the APW thing, man. I need to take down the APW symbol. Okay, man.
You do, because I'm going to send you a King Enterprises symbol for that because we really know who runs APW at this juncture.
Oh,
so.
Yeah. All right, man.
I feel like it would really enhance this show.
Then that actually, I would have put King Enterprises on there because you guys are on the show. But I was thinking a little twice there. Though I was like, this is our show. So, but you guys are gracing us with your presence, and we appreciate that. And so,
Harry, how long have you done customer service? The customer's always right.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Christopher.
The customer is always right, man. Have you forgotten that?
When your next day you available? When next day we see each other?
Man, I'm free all day Thursday, Jack. What you trying to do?
All right, you're gonna see what I'm gonna do. Next time you guys see Chris, man, he might be hurt up a little bit. Nah, I'm just messing around. All right, man. So we're gonna go on a Saturday night, and I know this is APW. So first man had a battle royal there. And is the winner was James Self Standard. Is that his name?
Yeah.
What kind of
That's a good question, HBT.
What kind of oh man. I don't care if he's listening or whatever, man. James Self Standard. Whoa, what a name, man. He was the winner, and
Yeah.
did he win the Internet
The man
TV
got
Championship?
Yeah, so James Substandard did win the belt under shady circumstances where he just hung out outside until everybody else was eliminated, jumped in, eliminated the last guy. He's got the belt temporarily until we decide we want it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He came in at the end. He was standing out there. So, but I gave that 2.5, man. Chris, you saw that, didn't you?
Yeah, I saw it, man.
Why not just a 2, HBT?
I gave it 2.5, man.
What's this 0.5?
Yeah.
I mean 2.5 stars. That's what I mean.
No. I know. I'm saying, what's getting them this extra half a star? Why not just 2?
That's what I'm saying. I gave him a 2.
There we go. See, again, this is why we increase the big bucks.
Hey, I fought.
Well, so let me defend HBT. It was a 2.5 because he saw us walk out to the ring and survey the field.
That makes sense, Mike.
All right. So had he known that we just said this is just foolishness and left, he would have dropped it back down. But he said, Pony Boy was there. It's got to get that extra half star just for that.
Okay, that makes sense.
I tell you what, you guys did add a little. You did add a little class to it. I have to say, because I didn't know what in the world was going on with that doggone.
That's all we ever try to do, HBT.
Yeah. So I mean, it did. I mean, y'all added some familiar. I was a little familiar with you guys. So most of these guys, man. I was familiar with some of these guys. I mean, Dirty, and of course I knew some of these guys, man, but I don't see them as much. So I mean, I was thinking you guys were gonna get in there and cause a little ruckus, add a little thing. So that added a little excitement probably to it. But like I say, only 2.5, man. I couldn't do no better than that. Okay, next match, man. We had okay, well, that was AJ. That was AJ Frost versus he defeated a newcomer called Jackson Cage.
Yeah.
This Jackson Cage got a lot of potential from what I can see.
Potential to do what?
No, wow.
He's gotten better. I've seen him before, man. He wasn't as good as he is now. He's decent. Not saying he's on AJ's. He's not AJ's caliber yet. I mean,
yet. I mean, you mean like when you say yet, you mean ever, right? He's not on AJ's caliber ever.
He probably won't ever get to AJ's caliber. But actually, I'm saying he did better in this match than what I expected. Put it that way. And I mean,
well, could it be because AJ allowed him to look better?
Yeah,
AJ's a good, caring individual.
That's what I'm saying. Even if AJ had to carry the guy looked a lot better than what he's looked in the past, than what I've seen in the past. So I mean, he has some potential. I mean, he has some potential.
I give him credit for having potential. And I'm looking forward to future opportunities to present the adversity required to achieve greatness.
Okay. But I'm only giving that match 3 stars, man, because when it boils down to it, only AJ was able to achieve anything in this thing. What you think, Chris?
I agree. I give it a 3, man, because it was it wasn't great.
So here's where we're going to have a little bit of beef.
What's going on,
you
Scott?
needed to be there in person for that match and watch Jacks on, Jacks off Cage eat all 8 inches of AJ's boot. You needed to see him take that full back elbow right to the jaw. If you were there and you would have saw that, you'd been cringing in your seat, and that match would have gone up at least by 1.
And that's another thing, Michael. I mean, I tried to compensate for that. I knew the matches wasn't as good as they. I'm pretty sure they was better than what they were by looking at it on the screen, on the internet. That internet feed was not that good, so that's the reason I tried to bring these matches up a little bit more than what I actually had them. But man, that's all I could do is look at what my eyes were seeing. And what my eyes were seeing on the screen didn't look too good. But that match actually was, I mean, AJ looked good in the match.
Well, you got to think, AJ puts on an excellent match, man. That's been proven.
He does.
And that was before really King Enterprises decided to put them rockets on their boots and take off to the stars. You know,
Right.
back in the early precursor years. I mean, because before AJ even joined, honestly, he was, you know, I mean, come on, man.
He
I
was
mean,
already,
look at he was already a made man.
He was already a star in APW. There's no ins, ands, or buts about that. So I mean, you just what it boils down to is you just brought him you just gave him a little bit more clarity. You pretty much brought him up a little more, Michael, by becoming his manager and having a faction around him and all that. So that actually put him in the spotlight a little bit more. So
yeah, and then that Jack dude just being in the ring with AJ, he got a hell of a rub just from that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I just provided AJ with some focus and support. That's all I've done with AJ.
Right. All right, man. So let's roll on to this Jamie Stunner. Was it Jamie Stunner and Jamie Knight versus Ryan Mathis and Johnny Danger?
Jay Stunner?
Jay Stunner.
Yeah.
Or whatever his name is.
Yeah, Jay Stunner, yeah. Jay Stunner and Jamie Knight. Who won the match? Chris versus Ryan Mathis and Johnny Danger. Stunner and Jamie Knight.
Well, Harry, you don't even remember, man. Golly, boy.
Man, I didn't write it down, man. That's how bad it was, man.
Oh my!
I gave
Stunner. I ain't got nothing to do with this. Stunner.
I gave it 2 stars, man.
Oh,
2 stars?
I gave it 2
so
stars.
You like the Battle Royal more than that tag team match?
Pretty much, man.
All right.
Pretty much.
Wow.
What did
Just
you
doing
do
a
the match,
check-in.
Chris?
I gave it a 2.5, man.
Okay, I gave it 2 stars, man. The Battle Royal was a little bit better, I think. Actually, not much better because I gave that 2.5.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't remember it. Too much eggnog.
So basically, you're just going to call that tag team match popcorn match and move on.
Yeah, pretty much, man. It wasn't that good. Okay, next, man, we had Dirty versus Nick Fury. 2 tremendous competitors.
Legend says they're still wrestling.
What's that?
I said Legend says they're still wrestling.
You know, Nick Fury, he can do an 85-minute match, man. Easy.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I thought that match was pretty good. It was a double count out. So I thought it was it was. I'm not going to rate it what somebody else who was telling me about it rated it. They rated it 4 stars. I got that from a couple people. They said 4 stars, tremendous match. And if you was there, it probably was a 4-star match. But I gave it 3 stars.
Think about this, Harry.
Yeah.
We have seen Dirty and Nick Fury go at it before.
Yes, we have. Mm-hmm.
They do have a chemistry. I will admit that. They have a great chemistry together. These guys are excellent workers. They are some houses in this business. They can go. And we know this. So, I mean, come on, man. I mean, I would love to see, me personally, if one of those gentlemen had a title, made a 3-way, put Pony Boy in there. That's what I would love to see right there. That's money. That's box office.
I think that'd be a good match.
It would, man. I mean, because like I said, Nick Fury's awesome. We know what he can do. We know what Dirty can do. We've seen Pony. Put them 3 in there, man, and for something bigger as like a title or something, man. Box office. Yeah. That's money.
Well, Missy said yes. So Missy thinks so. But you know, as far as what I saw on TV, man, like I said, I was watching it on my phone, then I put it on my TV. But from what I watching on the screen, man, I only gave it 3 stars, and I struggled to give it 3 stars.
Wow, really, man?
Yeah, straight up.
Good. Wow.
That's what I saw, man. That's what I saw on TV, Chris.
You must have been watching on Betamax or something, boy.
I wasn't watching on no Betamax. I'm sorry. You know everything I got is top
Yeah,
notch.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with HBT here. Like, this is a show first. I'm gonna agree with HBT. Now, like you said, Nick Fury can wrestle 85 minutes. However, should he have to if he's that good?
That's true.
And it doesn't matter how many minutes you wrestle if you ain't got no plan.
Yeah.
Well, so I mean, think about it like this, man. Think about it like this. Just because you can don't mean you have to. But some people don't look at it like that. They think because they can, they should.
Less
You
is
see what I'm
more.
saying?
Quality over quantity.
Hey, tomato. Hey, it is what it is. I mean, but
I thought it could have been better, Chris, with the two combatants who was in the ring. I thought they could have put on a better match. You know, when they did put it together with each other, man, it was really exciting. But I think as far as too much technical things went down as far as in that match, and it seemed like they was trying to draw the match out. The match ended up being 22 minutes and 32 seconds. Okay, and it seemed like they was trying to get something out of it that wasn't there. And if they would have just, because I've seen them wrestle each other before.
yeah.
Now I've seen me and you have been there at APW, and this was before I met Michael, and I've seen these two guys go at it. Tremendous match, man. Which I would give, that match, first match I saw between them, I gave that 5 stars. But this match, man, I saw a 3-star match.
So your 5-star match, was that live or was that?
It was live. It was live. And see, and I was trying to,
and that was, matter of fact, that was the night when he beat Nick for the title, wasn't it?
I think so. I'm not sure. But I just know that first time I saw him, man, they went at it. It was incredible. So, I just, like I said, I was trying to compare that to what I was looking at here. And I was trying to picture myself there Saturday night. I was trying to picture myself there and see, was that going to be a better match if I was there live? But, all I could do is go with what I saw on the screen, Chris. And what I saw on the screen was a 3-star match.
Fair enough. And Missy says that's true, as long as you have the crowd's attention.
That's true.
Yeah, you got to keep the crowd's attention.
Well,
we all know that because
had the kids' attention. The kids was all behind Dirty.
Well, see, because that's the thing. In wrestling, I've said this, it don't matter if they cheer you or boo you, as long as you get a reaction out of them. Yeah. But if you don't hear nothing, oh yeah, you might as well just stop the match and just walk on back to the back. You did.
I didn't hear the whole crowd.
But I'm just saying that's the common equation. If you don't hear nothing and you out there working your hardest and you don't hear nothing,
yeah,
go ahead, take it home, wrap it up.
But that's what they used to do. That's what
Actually, I appreciate this. I appreciate this honesty because it actually provides me more support to killing that live stream altogether.
Yeah.
Somebody said, and I quote, "Why buy the cow when you can get the milk for free?" End quote. But yeah, I mean, but
yeah.
Whatever. I mean,
what did you see, Chris? Go ahead and give me your score, man.
I had it at a 4.
Yeah,
I did because of the possibility, knowing who they are and what they can do.
Yeah,
and then like I said, it dropped down to a 3.5. It did. All right, it did.
Okay, well we can roll with that, man. We can go in between. We can roll with that 3.5. Straight up wrestling show for Nick Fury and Dirty. So, but like I said, I can't go no farther than, even though I heard a couple people say it was a 4-star match and they was watching it live. But from what I saw, man, and I'm sorry, I go from the get-go, from the start of the match all the way to the end. I'm scoring that match. You know how we do, Chris. I'm scoring that match just like I'm scoring a boxing match. I'm scoring it in sections and everything that I see. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling you, it barely got to a 3 stars before he rolled out of the ring and got that disqualification. So, I wasn't impressed. But what comes into play, like Michael was talking about, what comes into play is that live stream. And the live stream could be better. It's no sense for it not to be better when APW been around as long as it has. And I'm sorry, if Jay Eagle hears that or whatever, that's just being straight up. It makes no sense for that thing not to be as good, to be at that level when that company's been around that long. Okay, so next, man, we're gonna go with Dump Truck. I think it was Dump Truck and Jet Mars versus Jay Eagle and Shay McGrady. Dump Truck and Jet Mars won the match. Dump Truck and Jet Morris is the APW Tag Team Champs, right?
Yep.
Okay.
They did. They won it Thanksgiving Day in the tag team tournament.
All right.
And defended it successfully that Saturday.
Okay. Well, highlights of the match, man. Dump Truck was throwing Shay McGrady around like he was ragdoll. So just pushing him around, too much weight, man. So Shay couldn't do anything with that. Jay Eagle got in the match every now and then, but Jet and Dump Truck too much for him. And Mr. King come out there and back and forth.
I'm just introducing my guy. That's what I do. When Pony has a match, I introduce Pony. When Jet has a match, I introduce. When AJ has a match, I introduce AJ. So when Dump Truck is out there having a match, even though Jet's his tag team partner, I'm going to introduce Dump Truck.
Well, that's true. That's true. But yeah, who was the guy? What was it? The commissioner? The commissioner had a few words for you, didn't he?
Yeah, he talks a lot. The commissioner does. He talks a lot.
He said you had nothing to do with Dump Truck.
No, I don't think that's quite what he said.
What did he say?
I think he asked the question of, if Dump Truck has nothing to do with me, then why am I there?
Well, that's what he was saying, and Dump Truck wasn't denying it. So,
So I think he asked me point blank if Dump Truck was with me, and I answered point blank that he was. So there you go. That's the situation. Dump Truck is King Enterprises.
Well, Dump Truck telling us he's not, but now he's not saying anything.
Like I said, I don't know who to believe, what to believe.
So whenever you have a new person in the team and you go over some plans, and sometimes you end up with miscommunications as you're learning each other's communication styles, right? So Dump Truck and I were still learning each other's communication styles. When I say it's okay to go ahead and come out into the open versus when he thinks he should be coming out in the open about being with King Enterprises. So we'll continue to have those communications, and we will strategize and come out Saturday and see what happens next. I tell you what, though, I can prove that Dump Truck is King Enterprises this Saturday, because I'll tell you guys right now, King Enterprises defends our tag team belts Freebird style.
Okay, you guys keep going.
All right. We defend it Freebird style. So Saturday, I guarantee you, Jet Morris will not be tagging with Dump Truck.
Oh wow. That's saying a lot, Michael, without saying nothing. I don't know how you do that, but that's saying a lot without saying nothing.
That's why we pay Mike the big bucks.
Yeah, and that's why he pay y'all the bigger bucks, right? But yeah, so I need to know, has Jet Morris come to you all and basically said, hey, I want you guys to stay away from us while we're having our matches. I know you trying to have some kind of thing with Dump Truck, but y'all make me uncomfortable and y'all need to stay away. Has he come to either one of y'all or anybody in King Enterprises and said that?
He's made it clear that he's not pleased with our presence there, ringside, and I am an honorable person, and you'll notice that I go out there at the beginnings to introduce my guy, then I let them have their thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I really feel like I've taken away his argument, right? So let me introduce my guy, and then let the match get started. Make sure things are going the right way, and then I'll go on about my business and pay some respect to Jet Morris. I mean, we don't get along, but I do respect his abilities.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this. Would you ever leave ringside to make him feel more comfortable? Would you ever accommodate him in that manner? Because because I can tell when you guys are around. At the matter of fact, Thanksgiving Day at the tournament, when you were just out there, Michael King, he seemed very jitterish, and he kept, taking his eye off the ball for a second to see what you were up to. So I could tell he was a little leery about you being out there.
Well, if they can take care of business swiftly, then I won't need to be out there, right? But if you watch, he kind of lets Dump Truck stay out there and get beat up on. All right, so he will actually, Jet Morris will actually distract the referee so the other team can double team Dump Truck, right? So who's really the problem here? Is it me? I think it's Jet Morris that's the problem, and so I kind of need to neutralize Jet Morris to help Dump Truck so that Jet Morris and Dump Truck can maintain being the tag team champions.
Okay. Oh, all right. That's once again saying a lot without saying nothing.
And you know what? To add on to that, Chris, let's talk about the lack of focus for Jet Morris. If you have somebody like Mike out here to help somebody on your team, and you let the presence of that person out there keep you unfocused, that's on you personally as an athlete.
Okay, fair enough. And I can definitely understand that. Harry.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you good. You good over here.
Yeah, I had to switch, man, to my phone. Somebody said something about we keep freezing, man. So somebody was freezing, so I had to switch up. And then when I went back to my
I got an HBT technical malfunction on my bingo card for a straight up wrestling show.
All right, man, cool.
Lucky.
But
Wow.
Yeah,
well, you done lost $5 on that one.
Yeah, I think he got hot, man, because that thing. I go back on it and it was like, y'all was talking like,
Oh wow,
John's crazy, man.
So right, Missy says, does Jet do it or does the other team take that opportunity?
Right. So Missy, so what happens is Jet tries to interject himself when he's not the legal man, causing the referee to have to deal with him. And then while the referee's back is turned, the other team has every opportunity to do whatever they want. And all Jet has to do is stay on the apron and let Dump Truck and I take care of business from our end.
Now, Michael, going back to all that, you saying basically, quote unquote, neutralize Jet Morris. And then you also said that you all are going to do the tag titles Freebird style, whereas different members of the organization will get a chance to tag and whatnot and everything. Yeah, that leaves a little bit of a problem because I don't think Jet Morris is going to be in there very often. And technically, he is still half of the tag team championships.
Yeah, we call him our tag team partner-in-law.
Okay, that's better than
tag team
partner redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
But okay,
he's our tag team partner-in-law.
He ain't got no hair. How he gonna be a redheaded stepchild?
Well, figuratively speaking, man. Figuratively speaking, not literally.
I don't know. Jet looked like he was a little perturbed, man, there with this whole situation. The way he was looking at Dump Truck, man, was like, what's going on here? And are you down with me or you down with King Enterprises? Because I'm not sure if Jet agree with all this stuff, man. That Dump Truck is associated with you guys.
He doesn't have to agree. We don't need his permission for anything, to be honest with you. So all I have to tell you is Dump Truck is King Enterprises. We defend our championships Freebird style. And this Saturday night, I guarantee you, Jet Morris will not be Dump Truck's tag team partner.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'll be there Saturday, and I want to see what's going to happen, man. This is going to be interesting.
Yes, it is.
Next match.
Yeah.
All right, man. Next match, man. Let's go on to Chris James, another new member of King Enterprises.
Now, this one I did not see coming. This one that was like blindsided. I was not ready for that one.
Well, Chris James, man, looked good. Chris James defeated Doug Riley, the Wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
He comes out with Deion Johnson's song from 1960. When '61, the Wanderer.
Yeah,
I didn't know
nobody cares about his music, so.
Actually, it was a guy named Dion, but it wasn't Dion Johnson. Dion who recorded that originally. And I had some people talking about he should come out with Eddie Rabbit's 1988 song, "The Wanderer." He should come out to that. That's the more modern, up tempo. But
Does this guy look modern to you, though?
Yeah,
he looked like something off of Grease, man.
Yeah, he does, man. He does. He definitely does. And like, I'm with you, Michael. Nobody cares about his music, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about the match, man. The match was pretty good. Chris James, man, very impressive in this match, and he was impressive before.
Yeah, I'm about to say Chris James was looking good when he was with the SDS Outlaws, man.
Yeah, he was looking good, but I think Michael done got him. I think he's pumped up with Michael. I mean, he called Michael a genius. I don't know if I agree with that, but he did call Michael King a genius.
I don't know what evidence you have to support a disagreement with that statement.
Well,
if you have any evidence for that, I'd really like you to present that.
Well,
right now, I can forgive you because you're probably really thinking that I'm more of a mastermind than a genius.
Oh.
All right, so and that's where a lot of people go wrong. They say, I got a manager, I'm getting a manager. Ask Carson Queen. Carson Queen had a manager, all right? Carson Queen's retired now. Carson Queen didn't have a mastermind.
Okay. Well, you got a mind, I will say that.
Hey, I will say this, man. I will say this about Michael King, and I'm not saying this because I'm kissing his bootlaces, but Michael King is an Asian Paul Ellering.
Yep. I've been called Asian Paul Ellering, Asian Paul Heyman. I don't mind those comparisons. All right. I appreciate the Ellering reference because I do take care of my guys. Paul Ellering took care of his guys, not just escorting them to the ring, but made sure that they got paid, they had transportation, they were booked correctly. That's what Paul Ellering does or did, and that's what I do.
Chris, Missy said straws are out, brother.
And I said, stop it. Yeah, stop it.
But hey, as far as the Paul Ellering similarities, I will give you that, Michael. But
yeah. Now, Missy, where's the straw for HBT, huh?
Hey,
you just gonna get the whole pack of meat?
No need for no straws on that. Just because I said he's similar to Paul Ellering. I didn't think Paul Ellering was a genius.
What?
No, I didn't think Paul Ellering was a genius. What made him a genius?
We got to get HBT out of here.
What made Paul Ellering a genius?
That's another show for another. Oh Lord!
You trying to tell me that you couldn't manage the Road Warriors, Chris?
All right. Here's what makes me a mastermind. I have taken a sophisticated, well-spoken, intelligent man in Brino Royce, the Rolls Royce of wrestling. I have taken a frosty, grumpy, wily veteran in AJ Frost. I have taken the largest clown in wrestling. I have taken an outlaw, and I've put us all together into one cohesive team. All right. People are like, see all these individuals, and I've made a team out of it, and we're out there beating the crap out of APW and any other promotion that we visit because we work as a team and we care about each other beyond the individual. And that's what sets us apart from everything. That's what makes me a mastermind. So yeah, you want to take Paul Ellering, and he had the Road Warriors, so he's a good manager, but not a mastermind. All right, but take the whole. Here we go, HBT. The Eric Bischoff side, all right, and create that cohesive team of the NWO when they first came out, all right? So I get to learn from that to make sure I don't get too big and too out of whack and too out of alignment.
Well, that's the way you look like you're going to me.
Because, but you don't know anything, so it's all right. I mean, it can look like that.
If that's what you want, if that's the way you want to say, I don't know anything, whatever. That's hey, you're entitled to it. But
no, all I'm saying is you don't know the inner workings of King Enterprise. You're just seeing this thing from the outside. And how many people have you really seen all at once? 4? And you can 4 people fit in one hand. All right, I've got two hands.
Well, everything that I've seen you do so far, besides Brino Royce, because I never saw Brino before this, all those guys that you put together, they was already accomplished. Okay, AJ Frost, he was already accomplished. Aaron McClure, already accomplished. Squeaks the Clown, already accomplished. Then you got those guys, okay, and you put them with Brino Royce. So you haven't showed me a person that I see as a genius is somebody like Sergeant Slaughter, who brought Don Coronado out of nothing, who brought Jim Nelson out of nothing and made them something. You haven't done anything. You doggone compare yourself to Eric Bischoff. Eric Bischoff had Hulk Hogan. Eric Bischoff had Kevin Nash, and he had Scott Hall. These guys were already accomplished. So until you show me that you can make a star out of somebody, which you already on your way with Brino Royce, then you haven't showed me much of anything, Mr. King.
So you think that to be a mastermind is to have an individual, and I think a mastermind is take individual mindsets and flip them and help them learn how to be a cohesive team and how to change that persona so that it is we before me. To me, that's the greater challenge. You know, you can fluke out. You could be a Sergeant Slaughter and then hit the gyms and just keep begging people to go to your school and find that peanut in the turd if you want to work it that way. All right. Wow. But I'll take people who are used to working by themselves and thinking that they're the top guy and then creating a team out of that. I mean, you look at all these major sports, you look at the great Chicago Bulls, all right? It took a great coach to take all of those top guys, the Michael Jordans, the Scottie Pippins, you know, the Dennis Rodman, take all those egos, take all those attitudes, create a team, and win championship after championship after championship after championship. That is a mastermind.
Well, good comeback, Mr. King. And I tell you what, I will give you that. I've seen great teamwork out of you guys. Okay, I've seen great teamwork out of you guys. So you have put that together. So it takes a great mind to do that. But still, like I say, I'm gonna stop short as far as calling you a mastermind because I'm just not there yet, and I'm not gonna call you what is the other word that we was using?
Genius.
Architect.
Genius. I'm not
mastermind. All that.
I'm gonna stop.
You call on the genius to remember the genius. As opposed to the person who can't remember the word that was used to determine whether a person's a genius.
I'll take it back. You're a genius. You're a brainwash. You're a brainwashing genius. From what I see, you got all these guys. You got these guys brainwashed, man.
Mr. Bird.
Yes.
Please get your partner to give us the next match.
Yeah, that's what I said. That was a whole nother podcast for a whole nother day.
Chris don't like what I'm saying, man. Chris don't like it.
Well, you talking out to both sides of your mouth anyway, man.
Anyway, Chris, if you don't like
you talking like you running for Congress or something, man. You talking out both sides of your mouth.
So we got a main event.
Yes,
right?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We do got a main event next.
All right, man. The main event, man. Well, we gotta wait. We gotta let Pony Boy come back in here because this is his match, man. And so we're gonna go ahead and drop it down. The proof is in the pudding. When wrestlers are falling all over themselves to be part of a King Enterprises, more are turned away than accepted because they don't understand team mastermind. Okay, all right, Scott. I will say he has made a lot of change. Yeah, he has. There ain't no ends and buts about it. I mean, Michael has done some great things.
So this main event, though, man.
But my whole thing is anything that I'm involved with, or anything that I look and see, I like to see the finished product. When the product is finished, or when the product has been around and have been sustained over a period of time, that's when I say it's great. You know, Nick Saban, when he won his first championship at LSU, I didn't say that was greatness. You know, when he went to Alabama, won a championship, I was like, that guy's a great coach. And I saw it. I said, it's going to continue to go. So I look at greatness over a period of time. Can you do it and sustain it over a period of time?
It's so, a good thing Nick Saban wasn't waiting on your approval then, ain't it?
Well, of course.
So let's not confuse greatness with genius with mastermind. So I agree that to achieve greatness, you have to overcome great adversity. people have presented adversity to me, but I am where I am, and the amount of time that it took me to get here. So the people who might be a little bit bitter just need to remember that I got here, I got all caught up with you in this amount of time. So don't get too high on your horse because you've been doing this for 20 years, because I already caught up.
Yeah, you've done it fast, man. You've done it fast.
So main event.
Okay, let's go ahead with the main event, man. Next, we had another one of King Enterprises young man here. We had Brino Royce defeated Dagon against Dagon. Brino took the match. Very good match.
I just want to know something, man.
What's that?
And I'm just gonna ask Brino this, man. What did you do? Because Dagon really got out of character a few times, man. I was like, wow. I was like, I've never seen him with his feathers so ruffled before, man. Because he was trying to lay in some potatoes on you, man.
Well, the last time I was on the show with you guys, I mentioned knocking him out. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He was a little heated about that kick, and a big part of my strategy is feeling somebody out, letting them see what they have in the tank. And unfortunately for him, that is all he prepared, and I got the better of him by the end of the match.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, but yeah, because he was, man. That I mean, if it was up to him, that should have been a street fight. If it was up to him, because I could tell.
I've
never seen him like that.
In something that barbaric.
I know you wouldn't, but I'm just saying, man, because the way he was coming at you, man, he really took offense to y'all's last encounter, and he kept that in mind, and he was like, okay, this guy, he gonna get a receipt, man, and he really tried to give you one.
Yeah. Well, let me all right, let me go and answer Scott. Scott said, how many times have you gone on social media in the last month and not seen King Enterprises? Every time haters will hate. Scott, as far as King Enterprises, you know, I'm gonna go. I give Michael King and King Enterprises this props, man, 100%. And I like what Michael King is doing in the industry. You know, he needs to be in this industry, and it will be a shame. It will be a big loss in indie wrestling if King Enterprises wasn't around. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say that. But you know, I'm not hating on King Enterprises. I like King Enterprises. But you know, I'm not one of these guys I'm not gonna sit here and say King Enterprises is the greatest thing going today. That's just
HBT.
What
if I clipped the audio from an entire show, I can make you argue with yourself.
Thank you. That's why I was like,
hey Chris. Okay, Brino, let me address Chris, because Chris up there sitting there doing this and doing that.
I'm told you, like you talking like you running for Congress, man. You talking out both sides of your mouth.
Chris, I talk like this about everything, man. Even about football coach up there at Carolina, Shane Beamer. I talk about his good points and I talk about his bad points. That's how I am.
He ain't got no good points. He sucks.
Shut up. You've known me for over 20 years. Okay, what you talking about? Your coach just got fired out there at Miami.
Hey, man, because we have a higher standard in Carolina.
No, because you thought he was a great coach. I remember when you talk about we got Nick or whatever his name is. Yeah. So Chris, shut up.
Hey, friends.
What?
Don't make Brino wait, please. Let's talk to Brino.
Yeah. All right. Wait a minute, Brino. We're gonna talk to you. But let me finish up with Chris Burton. But you've known me for over 20 years. You should know how I am, man. That's how I am. I look at every single part. I look at. That's how my mind works. So anything that I look at the good points and I look at the bad points. And right now I don't see any bad points with King Enterprises. But you know, just because I sit up here and say it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen or the greatest thing going out there, doesn't mean that I don't like them a lot. So you know, you can sit here and say I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth or whatever, but I'm not gonna sit up here and just give them praise 100%. Do you ever see on ESPN? Have you ever seen Stephen A. Smith? Does he just every time he come on there just praise a team and never talk about the bad points of it, or go back and then you see on another show he's talking like you say, he's talking out of the side of his mouth. If you want to be a doggone broadcaster or whatever in sports, Chris, you have to talk about both things. You can't just want to praise Michael King. That's what you want to do.
So you're Stephen A. Smith now? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not Stephen A. Smith.
They do have similar hairlines, though.
But Michael, where in the world are you at, Brino? Why aren't you in here?
When we get back to Brino, he'll pop back in.
You don't get to use my likeness if I'm not speaking.
Oh, wow.
All right, whatever,
man,
dude. I'm about to remove you from the stream.
Oh, wow.
Are we ready to talk about a good wrestler yet?
Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
so
this
Pony
match,
Boy,
man.
Okay, we back at this Pony. We back on this Pony Boys match, man. But you guys can say what you want about me or whatever. But Michael King, you even got two opinions of certain things. So I mean, and plus I don't trust your opinion anyway because you told me that Ohio State, you and Jet Morris said Ohio State was going to beat Michigan. Remember that at the food place? I said I think Michigan.
Yeah. I remember that. But we're talking about the main event. We're talking about the Rolls Royce of wrestling.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about his match.
We're talking about how efficient he is in his matches. We're talking about how Dagon, even you noticed it, Chris, how emotional he was in this.
He was frazzled for real.
And that's a strategy. That's a design. You get someone emotional, they make mistakes. And then we take advantage of those mistakes. And that's exactly what my man Brino Royce did.
Man, I just want to know, man. Well, what I want to say, did he show you more or less because he was in his feelings? Or did he just show you that, okay, this is going to be easy because he is in his feelings. He ain't thinking. He just want to fight. And I'm just going to technically wrap this dude up and get the pin and get out of here.
So here's the thing with Dagon, and as you know, I managed him for a time, and then I left him, and there are reasons for that. But he has troubles harnessing both sides of himself. All right, so in this match with Pony, with him being angry and fighting emotional, he brought some things to the forefront that were great, that were useful tools for him. I mean, you saw how that match started, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those were good things that emotion can bring. So yeah, that's good. But that adrenaline fades off, and you got to be able to pull from the other side. And he hasn't been able to marry the two sides together yet to have a complete match. Unlike Brino Royce, who can absorb some offense and then counter it and then start to wear him down and then turn all of that around onto him and pick up a clean victory.
But I will say this for Brino. I did notice, because as soon as that bell rung, y'all basically walked around the ring kind of figuring out what y'all gonna do. He came in, just charged, just started laying some potatoes on you. You rolled out because you knew, Brino, he was on that adrenaline, that emotion. You were like, okay, I'm gonna take my time out, let him cool down, and you waiting for that adrenaline dump. And then when you did, yeah, you was like, okay, I can tell that adrenaline's gone. He ain't got that emotional edge no more. Like stealing candy from a baby.
Of course, exactly.
But I ain't gonna say it was just a cakewalk. Because he did try to.
Oh, but it was though.
Oh wow! Okay.
Why was it a cakewalk?
Dagon did what I let Dagon do. Every time I speak to y'all, I let you know that I do what I say I'm going to do. Every time you see that kick, he goes to sleep, and 1, 2, 3. I hit that kick at the end of the match. I could have hit it at the beginning. I could have hit it in the middle. But I waited.
I like the way you executed that.
I waited.
Execution on that. Okay.
And just like Michael said, I can absorb a lot of offense. So I chose to do that throughout the match so I could see what he may do in the future down the line. After he was weighed and measured, I decided it wouldn't be that much of a challenge down the road. So I kicked him in the head. He laid down, and I got the 1, 2, 3, and we left.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Missy, that was Saturday night. What we're talking about. And Pony Boy, Brino Royce, he was in the championship. He was in the main event match. So that was a pretty good match. It was a really good match. What'd you give it, Chris?
Honestly, I give it a 4.
Okay. All right.
Not just because he's sitting here. I honestly gave it a 4. What did you give it?
I gave it 4.
Oh, that's an 8.
No, it's 4.
So I'm going to get rid of the numbers. I'm going to get rid of all the numbers, and I'm going to boil it down to this. All right. You guys are all agreeing that Pony's Boys match was the best match of the night.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And I think that's a common thread of when I wrestle anybody at APW. Anybody I wrestle, I pull their best match out of them.
Yeah, but I think the match should. I was hoping the match. Well, not thinking that it should have went. I was hoping the match went longer. It went 8 minutes and 38 seconds.
There was no need. There was no need. He showed his hand way too early. I weighed him, I measured him, and I kicked him in the head, and that was it.
Yeah, you did what you had to. I mean, you did what you're supposed to do, and I mean, you executed it perfect. I can't. There's nothing I can say about it, man. Is everything happened in that match, and you was strategic the whole way. You were strategic the whole way.
Think about how I beat him. There was no punches. There was no eye rakes. There was no funny business. Open-handed palm strikes, leg kicks. That's all you need.
Right. Yeah, but it was really good. It was really good, man. It was the best match of the night, even though a couple people I talked to, they was thinking Nick Fury's match against Dirty was the best of the night. That's what they told me, but that's not what I would like to talk to people. What's that?
Let me get those people's contacts after the show. I want to talk to them.
What you gonna do? Beat them up?
No, just have a conversation to find out how dumb they really are.
Yeah.
What are they looking for? Are they just looking for a bunch of running around in spots and back and forth stuff? Are they looking for a competition, a measurement, and a close?
I have no idea, Michael. But all I can say is straight up wrestling show for Chris and I haven't talked to Chris. Chris been at work all day. I haven't talked to Chris about the match. And I gave it 4 stars. Chris just gave it 4 stars. So, hey, 4 stars from straight up wrestling show. And if I was there, it probably would have been 5 stars. I don't know.
What would you give the show overall?
Overall? Oh, gosh, man. Oh, gosh, man. Don't ask me that, Chris. Don't ask me that right now. Because, I mean, I'll give it 3.
Mathematically speaking, it would be a 3.
I'll give it 3. That's what I was saying. Mathematically, it's a 3. But it looked worse because of the strain. But when it boils down to it, it was a 3. So, I mean, it was a C. So if Jay,
what I'm hearing, and confirm this. What I'm hearing was we need more King Enterprises to raise the quality of the promotion.
I mean, logically, that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
Well, surely.
So we carried the show is really what I heard.
Well, your combatants, they carried the show. But I'm just saying.
What? No. But what, HBT?
No, I'm saying I'm talking about the quality of seeing it on the internet. I mean, this has nothing to do with the wrestling. I'm talking about what we're watching, because this is being put out there. This is being put out nationwide. It's on YouTube, it's on Facebook. A bunch of people out there seeing it, because it's 296 viewers on YouTube was on there that saw this. So and you had a couple people on there said, man, it was pure trash, and but it's not trash, man. It's just what they saw on the screen, and it didn't look good. And that plays off, that doggone plays off on YouTube, Michael. It plays off on YouTube, Brino. It plays off on the wrestlers when they part of a production like that.
I understand what you're saying, and that's why we're going to cut the stream. So all you people that wanted to watch a free show and you want to talk crap about it, well, you know what? You don't get a free show anymore.
You got to come out and pay $10 at the gate.
I mean, that's the way you should do it anyway. Until you get better production.
You know, we're gonna end up with really good production, and you're still not going to get it live because screw those guys.
Well, it was a couple people, but it was a couple people in the comments, but you got
well,
like
you always gonna have your naysayers and people in the comments.
I invite them to come on down.
Man,
invite them to come on down. Take a look at it live.
Michael, I don't know who these people are. These people could have been in Germany, man. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. I know.
Because it's worldwide. Who knows where these people are at? So, I mean, you can't get upset with people because they have something bad to say because they could have just
I actually can get upset with somebody. If they want to give me constructive criticism, then I have to swallow that. But if they just want to have something bad to say, I can be upset about it. I mean,
what I'm trying to say is, what if they just turned it on and all they heard was some rumbling?
Oh yeah, I'm not defending the product. All right, yeah. I understand. I'm not pleased with what happened, and that's why I will kill the feed, permission or not.
You don't want to authorize the feed? Did you authorize it?
No, I don't authorize that. I wouldn't do that. That's management's decision to let that go live. And I think it's now going to be King Enterprises. And I might reach out to the locker room on the APW side, and we'll just go and agree on something for once and demand the feed to be cut.
Yeah. Well, I agree with Missy. Everyone has the right to their own opinion. There's no doubt about that.
Now, I have a question I want to ask Mr. Royce. Mr. Royce, since you and Mr. King are on our show, and you all are our honored guests for tonight's show, please let the people know where they can see each and every one of you coming up next. Where will you be? What do you have where the people can see you live and live in color? Either or.
Well, actually, we got a double header coming up, right, Mike?
Yeah, December 4th. That's this Saturday. We will be up in Charlotte, North Carolina with NAWA. Bell time is at 5 p.m. Brino, do you have the address for the brewery location?
Let's see.
We can pull it up. HBT, I can see you twice now.
You got echo.
101 Central Avenue.
I know.
So, say that again, Brino.
That is 2101 Central Avenue, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah, 2101 Central Avenue, Charlotte, North Carolina. That's a bell time of 5 p.m.
Oh, wow.
Okay. And then we will be at APW in Boiling Springs, South Carolina, 122 Builders Court, Boiling Springs, South Carolina at 8 p.m. And this is what I've thrown out there for all of our fans is, one, if you're wearing King Enterprise gear or have a receipt for King Enterprise gear at the NAWA show, we will have select members do a meet and greet with you. If you come to both shows, we will have a little select members meet and greet there as well. So you can talk, ask questions, get autographs, whatever, if you catch both shows or if you have King Enterprises merchandise.
There you go, fans. That's a great incentive to catch both shows. A whole day full of wrestling is fun for the family, and you get to see Brino Royce, Michael King, and other members of King Enterprises and other great stars of NAWA. So, and then later on that evening, you get to see King Enterprises again and all the stars of APW. But man, that's a win-win.
Who was the Facebook user say they're a fan of King Enterprises?
Everybody's a fan of King Enterprises.
Smart.
That is Brianna Price.
Yeah. Yeah, how you doing, Brianna? We appreciate you joining us. But hey, there's no problem with being a fan of King Enterprises.
No. I mean, they were Midnight
All the
Express
smart
had
people are.
fans.
Are you sure?
Oh, yeah. The smart people are fans of King Enterprises.
HBT probably got 6 King Enterprises shirts in his closet right now.
I don't think so. I have one.
And Missy wants to know, can you make your own King Enterprise shirt?
T-shirt.
It can be you make it yours by buying it.
So can I make? I guess I just need to know. Can I make my own? Like she wants one for the Asian Sensation specifically, because I do have one. You just gotta order it online. I'm not going to try to buy 1,000 shirts of various sizes and go peddle them on the street. I have a website and a store for that, so that we can provide a lot more things to our fans than just a shirt. You can have leggings, backpacks, totes, hoodies, tumblers, beer glasses, a whole bunch of different things you can get at our store.
And matter of fact, what's the site? Put that out there so
it's
the people
real
can
simple.
know.
It's kingenterprises.store.
There you go.
All you have to do is think about it. It's King Enterprises. If they have a store, kingenterprises.store.
That's simple.
And then up until a little bit in December, we got the promo code for 25% off, KingNess21.
Yeah.
There
All
you
right.
go.
It's out there, Chris.
Check them out.
Chris, you need to buy one of everything, or at least get Michael to
stop it.
So
Stop it.
The goal. Mark my words here. You're going to go to APW one of these days, and you're going to see black and gold throughout the stands.
Okay.
I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it if that happens one day. I would not doubt it. No, I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Okay, think about it.
Pull his favorite King Enterprises shirt out the closet that night.
Man.
Missy, I do not have them all. I do not. Stop it. Stop it.
Oh, snap.
Man,
well,
so y'all have any other thing you guys like to say before we get out of here, fellas? The floor is completely yours.
Hey, Chris, we're not done, buddy. We're gonna do what we supposed to be. What I had already put out there because it's on there. We're gonna do.
Okay, all right.
We're gonna do Rampage and we're gonna do Smack. So
all right.
Michael, you two want to stay on?
No, I'm going to spend a little bit more time with my parents here in Florida.
Yes,
maybe.
That's a great thing.
Beat them at some board games or something.
Wait a minute. Right. Wait a minute. Somebody said they need the leggings.
It's on there. KingEnterprises.store. Variety of colors. Variety of sizes, and you can get the King Enterprises Elite Collection, or you can get individual ones with like individual logos. Like Brino Royce has his own logo. AJ Frost has his own logo. So take a look. If there's a particular person that you like most, you can go and search for their name. And Chris James, all right, he joined us on Saturday. He has all of his merchandise on our store today. That's how fast we move when we make a decision.
Hey, wow. And when is Dump Trucks coming out?
So Dump Truck is there is a unique plan with Dump Truck. All right, so remember a couple things. All right, remember there used to be a thing called Ice Cream Truck. Right. And bear in mind, you have not seen Aaron McClure lately. That's all I'm going to say about that.
That's true. Even the sunglasses, Missy say, Chris. You got some sunglasses, Chris? King Enterprises logo on it.
No, man, no.
Keep putting that in the comments. If there's anything that you guys want that you can't find, put it in the comments. I'll find a way of getting it to you.
All right.
Leggings.
HBT wants leggings?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so, brother. no leggings. I'm not with all that.
So Michael, since you getting ready to get out of here, you got anything else you want to say before you get out of here, man? Plug anything. Floor is yours before you get out of here, man.
So you've done us a solid for King Enterprises. This is the Brino Royce show. So let me turn that over to Brino.
Okay,
Brino.
All right.
Finish this off.
All right, Brino, it's all yours, man. Whatever you want to plug, whatever you want to say, the floor is yours.
Well, you know what? This entire show, I've been thinking about the fact that I saw an advertisement for Jet Morris's episode Thursday, but there was no advertisement for this show with Brino Royce. By the way, a more marketable, more outspoken, more handsome, and more able wrestler. So I just want to know what was up with that.
Hey,
that's a valid point. We got no notice, and you give Jet 2 days.
Well, you talked to Chris earlier. Chris should have put that out there.
I'll take it on that one. I'll take it on that. I dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you drop the ball by advertising Jet, or did you drop the ball by failing to advertise us? Because I'm looking out there and I see 2 people that can put a post up saying that we're going to be on tonight.
Well, you know what? I don't care about King Enterprises, so I didn't put it up.
All right. So we're just going to acknowledge the bias and that you don't like us. And so we're going to have to take
Michael, you know that
measures
was a joke, right?
to combat that. So, all right.
I'm just ribbing you, man. You know that was a joke. I think so. With all the stuff that was going on this morning, I did see Jalen did put some things down, and and Chris was talking about him. So yeah, I wish I would have went ahead and put that on out there, but I didn't get to put it on out there. So it's both our faults. But I'm just ribbing you. So anybody think that I just like to mess with Michael.
So I'll let you guys have your show back. Thank you for having us on, and I will see you Thursday at 7.
All right.
Wait, what?
Thursday at 7, man. No, y'all not.
Wait a minute.
I'm not worried about that. They're not invading the Jet show, man. No, I won't allow them to be on it. So that's not going. That's not going down. Ooh, Chris, you in trouble? No way. Ooh, Chris, you in trouble. Okay, you didn't need the advertising because your legacy speaks volumes. Okay. But no,
man.
I'm sorry. Jet's gonna have the show, and if y'all want to do it, I don't know how he's gonna do the football thing, Chris. I don't know if he's on, if he has the streaming service to do it. But if not, you can do it on our what's the name? You can do it on our platform.
Well, you gonna be on here too.
Put 10 people on there. Yeah, we can do it. But I don't want to end up because I'm gonna end up dogging people that made wrong predictions. Because football is my thing, even though I haven't watched college football that much this year because of you, Mr. Christopher Burton. Now I'm messing with you. But now we're gonna go ahead because we've been all into this wrestling thing, man. We're gonna go ahead. If you're still with us, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna run down SmackDown. We're gonna run down Rampage. Give me a second, Chris. I'm gonna go ahead and you're gonna hear don't talk, man, because you'll hear us double talking on here. I'm gonna go ahead and put this back on my laptop, okay? So I can.
And yes, Jet will have his own show Thursday. He will be on here Thursday at 7.
Yeah. So you just second, Chris. I'm turning. I'm on here twice.
You gotta mute somebody.
Yeah. Look at that. Just 1 second. All right. Let's see. Everything good now?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, man. I'm gonna have to turn the phone. Just give me a second. But so you watched both shows, right?
SmackDown? Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to run that down real fast. So I apologize to everybody.
APW Rampage was awesome, man. I like the first match, the tag match with Orange Cassidy and golly, what's his partner's name? I got his image in my head. I can't think of his name.
Did I watch that, man?
But it was the first match. He was going against Adam Cole and Bobby Fish.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Orange Cassidy. I can't even remember right now who's his tag team partner, but I know about that in just a moment. So yeah, that was I don't know, man. That Orange Cassidy thing with his hands in his pocket, man. He just kept wanting to put his hands in his pocket. He kept on putting it up there. Adam Cole got tired of it, man.
Yeah, and it was so funny, man, because he was up there. He took Adam down and was fumbling all over him. And then he came up there, put the thumbs up next to his face, man. That was man. Adam was like, "Get off me, man." That was hilarious. That was hilarious.
What the world's going on here?
But that was a good tag match, man. And like I said, man, it was good. Had a lot of high spots. Well, not a lot of high spots, but it had a lot of high flying maneuvers, what you expected from that kind of match and everything, man. So, and Bobby Fish and Adam Cole ended up getting the win.
Yeah. Man, for some reason, Chris, I don't know, man. I cannot find my notes on this thing for some reason. I mean, because I had SmackDown and Rampage.
Your notes on what?
My notes on the night, on that night. I mean, my scores and all that stuff, man. I cannot find it for some reason. Let's see. I don't like this. Give me a second, man. We might have to do something a little different here. Okay, was it
like driving down a country road without headlights right now?
Yeah, man. This is kind of messed up. All right. Well, I got SmackDown right here. We're gonna go with SmackDown, man. Let's go ahead and roll with SmackDown right now.
So you don't have Rampage at all?
I don't think I have Rampage on here.
All right, then we'll just roll with SmackDown then.
Okay, wait a minute. Why in the world do I got
if
this?
You don't have it, then we ain't gonna roll with it then.
Okay, I got it SmackDown. Okay, was it Roman Reigns? Okay, Jeff Hardy versus Drew McIntyre. Jeff. Okay, let's go ahead and roll with this. Roman Reigns, man, segment. I gave that that started the thing off. Roman Reigns segment. I gave that a thumbs up. At the beginning of it. It was pretty good. Then we had Jeff Hardy and Drew McIntyre versus Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss. That was a pretty good match, man. I gave that 4 stars. What you think about it?
I gave it 4, man. I give it 4.
Yeah, Hardy got the pin, man. And you had Happy Corbin and Madcap Moss doing a laughing thing. Those guys are too occupied with all this laughing, man. It's outrageous, man. It is.
Man, ain't nobody that happy in the world, but obviously they are.
Yeah, these guys be cracking up, boy. Then we had Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland come out there, accompanied by Sheamus versus Cesaro. Ridge Holland got the win. I gave that match 3 stars. I was pretty upset with this match. I was hoping Cesaro won the match, but Ridge Holland got the
Cesaro, man. He been on a kind of a up and down roller coaster, waning ride.
He's been losing, man. He's been losing. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it is what it is. So we're just gonna have to go with it. Next, man, we had Rick Boogs come out there.
That's your man now.
Yeah, Rick Boogs got a new guitar, man. Got a new
guitar. He did, man. He do got a new guitar, man. So
he come out there and Shinsuke Nakamura come out there with him, but it was Rick Boogs versus Angel Garza. Thanksgiving leftover match. So they had a table out there set up with Thanksgiving leftovers.
All that mess, man. That's one thing I hate about WWE, man.
Yeah,
they always do that, man. Thanksgiving stuff, man. Throwing food fights and gosh.
Yeah, I know.
I can't stand this stuff, man.
But I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, I gave it 2 stars, man. What about you?
I give it 1.
Yeah. Okay. What did you give the last match?
3.
I gave it 3. The last match, Ridge
3
against Cesaro. Okay. So we both agreed on the 4 and the 3. You went 1 on this one. I went 2. So we're gonna get at 1.5. So next, man, we had Sasha Banks and Naomi versus Natalia and Shayna Basler. Naomi won with the roll up. She got the fruit roll up on on Shayna Basler, I think. I gave that match 3 stars. What about you?
I gave it a 3.5.
Okay, 3.5. We can roll with that. 3.5. I gave it 3. So we dropped it down to your last one, man. I'm gonna keep this one at 3 because we went ahead and dropped the other one down to 1.5.
All right.
Okay. Then we had the Black Friday Battle Royal, and this is one thing I didn't really care to see, man. I'm sick of these Battle Royals or these 10-way matches, 6-man whatever, man. I'm just sick of all of them. I went ahead and gave that Black Friday Battle Royal, which was won by who in the world won that thing?
Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn.
Yeah, Sami Zayn won, and Sami Zayn now he gets a shot at the title. So okay. So and I gave it 2 stars, but the highlight of that was after the match when Kayla came out there and she announced that Brock Lesnar was returning. She from his suspension. So that
Adam Pearce and Sammy, they didn't look very happy about that.
No, they did not at all. They didn't look like.
And then it looked even worse because Roman Reigns, he definitely wasn't happy about it.
No, he wasn't. Not at all, man. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. You got the Beast returning.
Yeah, that and next Friday, man. Wow.
Yeah, but we don't know where Paul Heyman actually stands.
Still
in the situation. Yeah, so it's crazy. But
kind of like Dump Truck.
Yeah, man. I don't know what in the world's going on with that. And Dump Truck better watch. I mean, Jet better watch his back, and we'll talk to him about that Thursday night.
Yeah,
he better watch his back.
Yeah, tune in for that one.
Yes, and as far as King Enterprises, King Enterprises. I like King Enterprises, but hey, man, I like Jet Morris. Jet's one of my favorites. So hopefully he don't get jumped by him, man.
Hope not, but hey, anything can happen in the world of wrestling.
No doubt about it. Let's see. I wonder if he secretly donated guitars by lives. Probably.
Talking about Rick Boogs.
Yeah. Who said I give that match a 5 stars? They must be talking about the first match we was talking about. Somebody said I give that 5. I'll give it a 5. So you must be talking about that Jeff Hardy and Drew McIntyre match versus Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin. Happy Corbin is a tough guy, man. They gonna have to figure out what they're gonna do with him. They need to figure that out.
Yeah. They do need to figure something out with that.
But as far as the show go, man, I'm looking at the numerical situation that we put this thing in. I say 3.5 stars. What about you?
I can work with 3.5.
Yeah, 3.5. So we basically giving it a C+. Let's move on to Rampage, Chris. Rampage, we had Adam Cole and Bobby Fish versus Orange Crush and Wheeler Yuta.
That's what Yuta. That was
Yeah, I like Wheeler.
Yeah, he's definitely got potential, man. He's got potential.
Yes, he does.
And well, like I said, what I loved about that match, man, I love the interaction between Orange and Adam Cole.
Yeah.
The way they those two got so much chemistry, man.
Yeah,
it's
man.
ridiculous, and I loved it.
No doubt. But Adam Cole, man, Adam Cole, and like I say, not Orange Crush, but Orange Cassidy. Orange Cassidy is one of the most talented wrestlers over there in AEW.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
I mean, for a while there, he was. He took him off TV for a while there.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, he's one of these guys. They're gonna have to continue on. They're gonna have to continue to build him because he's the future. He's the future of AEW. Him and Adam Cole. Adam Cole is still young enough. He's in his mid-30s. I think he's 35. And but Cassidy is younger than that. But these are the 2 guys they're gonna have to continue to build with. But yeah, this match turned out to be pretty good, man. Bobby Fish looked good. We know Bobby's up there a little bit in age.
But he still can go.
But he still can go. I mean, he looks real good, man. He's very talented. So, but I gave the match 3.5. What about you, Chris?
Yeah, I give it a 3.5.
Okay, all right. We'll go ahead.
Even though I say that was the best match of the night.
It was. It was.
Yeah.
I agree. Okay, next, man, we had but I'm going to finish, man, the highlight of the match, Bob. Well, the highlight was Adam Cole, the interaction, what Chris was saying, the interaction between Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy. Yeah. Bobby Fish he ended the match off. He hit Avalanche Falcon Arrow, which was nice off that
Yo,
off the
you
book. So that was nice. So next, man, we had the Tony Nese segment interrupted by Sammy Guevara. Trash.
Yep.
You know, I thought it was trash, man. You know that
Next week, man, he's gonna fight him for the
yeah.
TNT title next week.
Right. But you know, as far as that whole segment, man, I gave it a thumbs down. I'm just like, you know, just oh my gosh, man, it just didn't come out right.
To me, it would have been better if Sammy Nese wouldn't have said nothing.
Yeah.
And then just after a match, just come in and attack Guevara and just stand over and hold the belt and look down at him. Then you're like, okay, oh wow, Tony Nese, okay. Versus him doing what he did backstage. That didn't just, to me, that didn't come off right. But
no, it didn't, not at all. Yeah. Okay, next, man, we had Britt Baker versus Rio. So that this match came out to be pretty good, man. I mean, you know, it was Rio's a small person. You know, she's small. I think she had the title first. She had the AEW. She was the first AEW women's title champion.
Yeah, she was, and the longest for a while.
Yeah, she has a lot of talent. You know, Britt has a little trouble with her. So Britt had trouble with her. Britt's never pinned her.
No, she hasn't.
But yeah, Rio, I think this is the only woman in AEW as far as everybody that she has matched up against, she's beaten, but she haven't beaten Rio. So, but Rio won the match. I gave the match 3 stars. But like I said, I don't think Rio is going to be able to take this title away from Britt.
No, definitely not. I don't see nobody no time soon taking it from her.
No, I don't. I don't either. Unless they bring Charlotte Flair in. And, you know, if she's leaving WWE. And but we'll speak about that after we talk about this. What did you get that match, man? Rio and Britt Baker.
I gave that a 2.5, man.
Okay, 2.5. We're gonna go ahead and roll with that 2.5. Okay.
And Tim said
from that 3 stars.
It'll be better if they had an open challenge. Be whoever comes to the ring. Don't say, "Hey, I got you next week" or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
Exactly.
You're right.
Exactly. Okay.
I agree with you on that, Tim.
Okay, next, man, we had Eddie Kingston versus Daniel Garcia. Okay, this wasn't too bad. It was okay. It was okay. You know, Eddie was fighting on a bad leg all night. And anytime he tried to stand up, man, he, like I said, his leg was stiff. It was like straight. Yeah. Anytime your leg is straight like that, you can easily get knocked off. You know, he didn't have good balance. So, I don't know, man. And plus Daniel Garcia, he had 2 point. What is it? What do you call it?
2.5.
2.5. Yeah, out there.
2.5, 2.0 or something. 2.0.
I think it's 2.0. I'm not sure. 2.5. You know, whatever. But yeah, they was out there the whole time, and I mean, they interfered in the match. So you know, he was up against it all night. But you know, Eddie Kingston, he fought hard. He gave it all he had. I had it at 3 stars, Chris. Maybe a 3.5, but I had it at 3 stars. What about you? Maybe 3.5. I'm not sure.
I give it 2.5.
You give it 2.5? Yeah. Let's go ahead. I said maybe 3.5. Let's go ahead and give it a 3.
3.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and give it a 3. We had the first match at 3.5, and you know it was the best match, like you said. Then the
that wasn't the best match. The best match was a tag match.
No, that's what I'm saying. The tag match was. I meant to say the first match. I said the first match. Yeah, the first match, the tag match. That was the best match. 3.5. The Tony Nese segment, thumbs down. Rio Britt Baker, 2.5, and then Eddie Kingston, Daniel Garcia, 3. You know, 3 stars. And I mean, you know, if I wouldn't have said maybe 3.5 and you said 2.5, man, it was a dud when it boils down to it. Yeah. But the Adam Cole, Bobby Fish, Orange Crush, and Wheeler Yuta, you know, that saved it. So I'll go ahead and say 3 stars for the night. No, 2.5 stars. Let's say 2.5.
Yeah, 2.5 because 3 is pushing.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and give it 2.5 stars, man. It just wasn't a good night for Rampage, and that's not good because they had 403,000. They only did 400,000 viewers last week.
That's not good.
Yeah, so I don't know what they're gonna do this week. So it continues to go down, man. Rampage. So they're gonna have to do something. So if it went down again, man, hey, they putting that on themselves because it wasn't a good show at all Friday night. But,
Tim said I couldn't point it, but it looked like Eddie would switch legs too, so you could see. But you could always say Eddie match came out to Garcia to be a 2.0.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know, man, but it wasn't that great of a match, man. But I don't know. Usually, like I said, you never see an Eddie Kingston match come off like that.
No, definitely not. Definitely not like that.
It just wasn't that good. I mean, Garcia was doing everything he could in the match, man. But I think, I don't know. Like, wrestling with that bad leg wasn't good. Wrestling.
No, it wasn't good. It wasn't good at all, man.
Okay. All right, man. Run with a few rumors and everything, a few things. Vince won $5.17 million for WWE. No, $5.17 billion. That's a lot of flipping money.
I don't know who's gonna give it to him.
What do you think, man? He think he's selling the Cowboys or somebody?
I don't know what he's thinking, man. But
that's a lot of flipping money for a wrestling promotion, man. That continues to devalue their talent by letting everybody go.
Yeah,
but that's more than what a lot of football teams are worth.
Yeah, exactly, man. Because I don't know, man. He ain't gonna get it though.
No, heck no.
He ain't gonna get it.
He probably got pissed that he heard who funded Mosley's rehab. What do you say? Moxley's rehab. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe so. But yeah, that's what he said. That's what they said. They said he wants $5.17 billion. And I know why he wants $5.17 billion. He's asking for that kind of money if he sells it, because he has to pay off all those
stockholders,
all those stockholders that got their money in it. He's got to pay off all those people. So, that's a lot. And and from what I understand, they're supposed to be cutting more help. They're gonna cut more talent out.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, man. That's just, oh my God, that's a sinking ship, man.
Yeah, and as far as what Raw is doing, man, it is. I think they're already pulling away from Big E.
Oh my God! And speaking of stock, WWE closing day today. Guess how much their stock is worth per share?
48.
49.36.
Wow.
Like I said, man, I was a shareholder at one point in time, and I've only seen it get to $100 per share one time, and that lasted for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, but
after that, it went back down to that $50 range.
Tim, you can sit here and say, "I see you got that what talent or whatever." You can sit here and say that, Tim, but Tim, they loaded with talent over there. So I mean, I defend that 100%. They're loaded. I know a lot of people want to say that because of the way they're running it. Just because they're running it stupid over there doesn't mean they don't have talent. It's kind of like when Tom Landry, before he had retired, just because he was running, those guys got old, he still had talent over there. Nobody can say Too Tall Jones, Harvey Martin, Randy White, Tony Dorsett, all those guys wasn't talent. He had a whole bunch of talent. He just didn't know how to. He got to the point where he didn't know how to coach them no more. So you can't, So I'm not gonna sit here and say that WWE doesn't have talent, because they got talent out the yayo over there, a bunch of talent. So we can't say they don't have talent. So when we sit there and we try to compare the two, AEW and WWE, WWE is overwhelmingly got more talent. I'm sorry. Now, I ain't gonna say they overwhelmingly got more talent, but they have a lot of talent. So I mean, you go from the top of the list. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, Bobby Lashley. Man, those four guys, Shinsuke Nakamura, those 5 guys right there. Man, any wrestling company, if you give that to me and Chris, and we've started a wrestling company, man, we're set. We give that to Tim. We give that to you. To say you start a wrestling company, you can't make it succeed, buddy. That's all up to you. I'm sorry. Those 5 guys have all been world champions. and I'll take each and every one of those guys over Adam Page. So don't say that they don't have talent, man. They have boo-goos of talent. And I didn't even mention Randy. I didn't mention Randy and AJ. Randy Orton and AJ Styles.
Styles, yeah.
There's 2 other world champions, man. That's 7 guys right there who I put over the AEW world champion.
But them guys right there, man, you gotta think they time ticking, boy. They Randy by the end of his rope.
Oh, there's no doubt.
So you got to find some replacement for that.
There's no doubt. But I'm just saying that's just how much talent they have. They have talent like crazy over there, man. A bunch of talent. So
Jeanette done put in the the link for the King Enterprises for the leggings.
Unbelievable, man. Yeah. But shoot, man. Yeah, I mean it's a couple other things, man. But that's basically it, man. That's it for the show. We've been on here for 1 hour 35 minutes.
Yep.
Like I say,
and if you're watching for the first time on YouTube, click the like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when we come on live like this, and you'll be able to follow us and everything. And if you're on Facebook, share. Get the word out about the group. Get the word out about our lives, the podcast. Tell your friends. Join the group. This is interactive. We try to talk to our fans and we try to interact with our fans as much as possible. Our group is definitely growing. Our name is getting out there. So, hey, we want you guys to enjoy the ride with us as we go. And we want you to go too. All right?
All right. We appreciate you joining us, checking us out. And I hope you enjoyed talking and getting involved with King Enterprises and enjoyed hearing, if you didn't participate, enjoy listening to them and what they had to say, and follow these guys. Go buy some merchandise. Definitely, buy some merchandise. You could pick out whoever your favorite wrestler in King Enterprises. Buy some merchandise from them. So
there you go. And like you said, they're gonna be in Charlotte. Bell Times 5:00 up in Charlotte, and then they're gonna be in APW Bowling Springs, South Carolina later on that evening. So they have a full day. And you heard Michael King say if you wear a King Enterprise shirt, you could just so happen be selected to meet and greet with a King Enterprise member, autographing pictures and whatnot in a Q&A session. So yeah, so there you go. Michael King has posted the link to his store. So go in there and check it out. And if you see something you like, go ahead and buy it. And like I said, wear it to the show this weekend, and you could possibly be selected for a meet and greet.
Yeah, and if you out there, go out there and check out indie wrestling wherever you at.
Yes.
And
support independent wrestling, support indie wrestling in your area.
We had Scott Larson on the show tonight, and Scott Larson, he has his own podcast. Check him out and
#Truth.
Yeah, #Truth. Check that out when you get a chance. So, hey, and check out Tim Enlow. Tim take pictures. All that has a bunch of great pictures. So
Cameraman.
If you want some good pictures taken, or you want to maybe get some pictures of some wrestling venues or the wrestlers themselves, contact him. And so, but I'm Harry Bernard Taylor with my man Christopher Burton,
People's Podcaster.
And once again, we out of here, and I'm asking everybody, when you see these matches, always stay straight up. Give it to, tell it like it is. Tell it how you see it.
There it is.
Peace. Later.
Peace.